Greetings and welcome, brave citizens of our new world. I am Toronto's greatest supervillain and evil genius, Dr. Terroir. This is our Layer 3.0. I ain't afraid of no ghost. And today is day 2 of our V.E.D.A challenge. V.E.D.A vlogging every day in April. 6th year in a row. My god, I still can't get over that. I'm going to be a little bit quieter because Ninja with Soul Patch, I believe, is sleeping at this hour, and I've been extremely busy today, so I haven't had a chance to really do this except for now, so I'm kind of doing this in the middle of the night. I post this overnight, and you guys can watch this during breakfast. Hooray. So today I'm kind of channeling a bit more of a Dan Avidan from Game Grumps. I'm not so grumpy! Anyways, let's just get right into the questions. Good to see you, new and improved. Let's start with a simple question. Doc, if you could have deep, passionate sex with one alien species from the Mass Effect universe, which would it be? RCB's Corner seems to think it's Krogan's. I'm gonna be a boring white guy and say sorry. Like, I think the Quarians and I would get along with the technological advancement and the constantly being sick all the time, but I feel like there would just be too many problems with them being sick all the time. Plus, the Asari I find can be like really, really badass. Like, they can be very tough and very confident and very strong, and I'm really about that. I haven't played the new Mass Effect Andromeda yet, so I hear there's Krogan women in it, but haven't seen any. Who knows, I might get a chance to play it and change my mind. All aboard the V.E.D.A hype train, woo-woo! Eagerly awaiting the shenanigans to come. As for my questions, are a fan of Warhammer 40k? If so, would you consider yourself a loyal Imperial, a vile heretic, or just a rotten Xeno lover? Oh, I'm a loyal Imperial, though. That being said, I never really got a chance to play Warhammer 40k when I was a kid. I got a bunch of the minis, and I painted them up, and I was a huge fan of the Space Marines. I was thinking about trying like a larger, more machine race like the Necrons or the Tau, because I love me some long-range artillery, but that never happened, so I would be looking into maybe playing that or like War Machine sometime in the future. It's just that I don't have like the money or the time for that. Taking over the world is very expensive and time-consuming. Does this mean there will be more regular content, more baddies conversation videos, for example? Absolutely, we are going to be having a lot more of those, but expect those more after April. We're going to be putting together a bunch of video projects. How do you feel? Honestly, not great. Haven't been sleeping or eating as well as I should be, so I'm in a bit of a rough spot, but tonight I'm looking to get a lot of sleep and have myself a solid breakfast tomorrow, so... Good to see you are among the living, but I have a question too. Last video you discussed overpopulation in cities and population control via licenses to have children, but I have to ask about cities that are already overpopulated. Have you considered what China did in Deus Ex Human Revolution and put a large metal plate over top the city and create a floor/roof, or floof, if you will, and just build another city on top of it? Just Midgard the hell out of it. Just, you know, no Sector 7 to drop. No, Planthier, good lord! Like, for the parts of the world that are overpopulated, you just put a cap on it and wait for the population to naturally cull itself down to the level where you need it to be. And yeah, that's going to take a while because in my world people don't age, but we all have time to spare. And people, like 99% of Canada's population die from accidents. So I can imagine the overpopulated parts of the world that are significantly more dangerous than this. Doc, I'm glad you're back. I'm also glad you were able to resolve your resurrection before V.E.D.A. Kudos. Thank you very much. I have a one-word question. Revenge? Revenge. That's not enough. Shredder, chime in. Revenge. Yes. Oh my god, wall of text. I tell you guys, every year, not with the walls of text. Like Saitama put it, like 18 words or less. I don't... Lightsabers/other tech designs different from old outfit or new improvements of existing designs. Both. Good to see him back in action, so I guess the most obvious question is, now that the Rise of Dr. Terroir is done, what's next? Are you going to be bringing back a series such as The Warfront or something similar? Are there going to be more short films like the one you just released that follow more of a structured plot arc, like some sort of Marvel Cinematic Universe, or I guess in this case it's a Doc Cinematic Universe? Yes, both actually. After this month, we are looking to release just more short videos along on a regular basis, more stuff shot at the baddies. We're going to be trying to bring back the Warfront. I'm still really not sure what to do with that show. It's very likely going to be more of like a political rant, so... because I feel like that's really the place that I belong as a supervillain who's aspiring to take over the world one day, is rant about politics. There's going to be that, and then we are going to be doing more videos that follow a larger, arcing, congruent storyline. I'm a bit concerned that the fire extinguisher moved places. What happened? Okay, look, I was just moving the monitors over here, over a bit, to give me more space to work in the lab, so I decided to move the fire extinguisher over to the other side. Okay, look, you caught me, alright? I was testing out some low-yield charges in the kitchen, and there wasn't a fire extinguisher in there, and when it went off, it caught onto some thermite, and it started burning a hole through the kitchen lab, and I tried to get the fire extinguisher, and it didn't help. Okay? Good to see you on your new channel, Doc. Thank you. Okay, be honest, how many people did the
nanomachine, son,
reference when you injected yourself with the nanites? I regret nothing. Would you believe this is the first time someone's made that reference? Hey Doc, good to see you back in the game again. Quick question. After watching your comeback video, do you now see yourself as more of an anti-hero, doing what you think is right for the people? I don't know if I'm an anti-hero, but I do know that I am chaotic good, at least by my reference. It's so good to finally have you back, Doc. Thank you. Especially after what kind of year 26 was. Ooh boy. Yeah. We really miss the spark of boundless creativity and determination in human shape that you are. Thank you. I hope 2017 is treating you kindly so far. No. Now to the question. Are there any new changes or additions to your arsenal and or your lair that you're willing to share with us? Yes and no. I have a plasma caster and a plasma shotgun literally in parts just off camera here, which I'm not going to show you because I don't like showing bits and pieces of my work, but once they're done, I'm going to showcase them. I've got like a very bad like plasma binge this year, but I'll show you as soon as they're done. I'm very excited to have those finished, probably going to be sometime next week. Wondering, if you were a Pokemon gym leader, like many villains in the past have been, what would your theme be, and what Pokemon would you use? Ooh, I had an idea to do this one year, actually when X and Y came out for the 3DS. I have a pink 3DS that I got from my brother, and I was going to build a team of like science-themed Pokemon and then walk around cons and just like randomly duel people, or at my table at conventions I would be there, and if people came and battled me and won, then I would give them like a little dock badge that had like our Evil Incorporated logo on it, and it would be like a little pin that they could wear, which was like a super fun idea, but it always got kind of put to the back burner because I've always been so busy at events and cons doing like literally a million other things. I just never had the chance to do it, but it has been something that I've wanted to do because it's just so fun. I'm thinking about doing it this year, but it requires me to get through Ruby and Sapphire. Like I have Ruby, Omega Ruby, rather, that I want to play through, as well as I need to get Sun or Moon and play that, so that's gonna be a hassle. We'll see. How much do you hate the long hair? It gets in all my soup, and I hate it. It's actually not bad. Like, I feel like I like how majestic it is sometimes. But some days it's got a lot more poof to it, a lot more mad science floof than usual, and other days it looks like a greasy mop. I'm just a mop in a lab coat, you know. But yes, I'm looking forward to having it at least trimmed down a bit tomorrow. It's not going to be as short as it has been in the past, but I'm definitely looking to get this a little more under control. And that is all the questions that I'm going to answer for today. Because it's really late, I'm not going to get into more answers for more things that I saw there. If I didn't get to you today, you can try again tomorrow or try different questions, up to you. And until next time, my brave citizens, I am Toronto's greatest supervillain and evil genius, Dr. Terroir. This is our Lair 3.0, and I will see you tomorrow on our next day of V.E.D.A. End of line.